Hey, welcome back. It's JWalter here. In my previous California housing market update, I gave you a general overview about what we're currently seeing in our housing market, but in today's video, I'm going to share how each of the major regions and also the counties fared because there's some pretty big differences here. So with that said, let's begin today's video. So this is a news release or a press release from the California Association of Realtors. They just posted this a couple days ago at the time of this video. So they said at a regional level, nearly all major regions in California recorded a decrease in home sales on a year-over-year basis. Lower price areas exhibited more moderate declines in general when compared to last year. So more affordable areas have a lower amount of home sales compared to other areas. So the San Francisco Bay Area, which had a sales surge of 31.8% in January of 2021, had the biggest year-over-year sales decline of all regions at negative 22.3%. The Central Coast and Southern California also experienced double-digit sales losses in January. And by the way, this is for January 2022. There's about a 3-week lag when the California Association of Realtors and the National Association of Realtors released their data here, but they just released this a few days ago. So let's read on. 3/4 of the counties tracked by car, and by the way, there's about 51 counties that the California Association of Realtors tracks. So nearly 3/4 of the counties that are tracked by car experienced a year-over-year sales decline in the first month of 2022, with 26 of those counties sliding by more than 10% from 1 year ago. And Marin, by the way, which is a county just north of San Francisco, experienced the biggest sales drop, falling by 40% from the same time 1 year ago. Amador County, San Luis Obispo, and Santa Cruz were the other 3 counties that also experienced a drop of more than 30% in January. 13 counties recorded an increase in sales from last year. That was Yuba with a 100% gain, and then followed by Sutter and also Tehama with a 25.8% increase. And I'm going to give you each of the major counties here in just a little bit, how each of them fared here. So home prices continue to grow in all 5 major regions. The Central Valley, which is where I'm located as a real estate agent in Sacramento. The Central Valley region had the highest year-over-year price gain with a 17.5% increase in home prices compared to 1 year ago. In regards to home prices, 45 counties showed a year-over-year increase in the median price in January of 2022. 33 of them had a double-digit gain from 1 year ago. So 33 of the 51 counties experienced an increase in home prices compared to 1 year ago by double digits. Prices declined in 6 counties, with Mono dropping the most at negative 14.6%. That was followed by Mariposa and Del Norte at 6.6% in the red. All right, so have a look at this, and I also have something very important to share with you guys. I'm kind of scratching my head over this, so maybe you guys have some insight about what's really going on here. In any case, I shared in my previous video that in California for single-family houses, the median sold price actually decreased by 3.9%. from December 2021. So we're at $765,000. It's the median sold price in January 2020. Compared to 1 year ago, we're at about $700,000. So that's an increase of 9.4% compared to 1 year ago. Condos and townhomes also increased greatly as well compared to 1 year ago. 16.5% gain compared to 9%. It's more normal, like I've been saying, that home price gains or home price appreciation for single family houses tends to be higher for condos and townhomes. However, the data is not telling us that because the gains on condos and townhomes for home prices, at least, are almost double that for single family houses right now. So here's something I've been kind of scratching my head over. So let me know what you guys think about this. I'm also going to be emailing the California Association of Realtors regarding this because it doesn't make any sense to me. So have a look at this. For single family houses in California for January, home sales compared to December 2021, M to M means month to month. That means the percent change compared to December compared to January 2022. They're saying that home sales, the number of home sales compared to 1 month ago, increased 3.4%. I don't understand this at all because when you look at the stats here, look at all these major regions here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major regions in California. each of these regions decreased by more than 16%. How does that make any sense at all? So for example, in Southern California, that makes about half of all sales in the entire state, and home sales on a month-to-month basis decreased by 29%. So how does every major region decrease by double digits, and most of these are around 25 to 30%? How do we have an overall increase by 3.4%? Compared to 1 month ago? Doesn't make any sense to me, because when you look at each of these major counties, or all the major counties in California, almost all of them decrease as well. Have a look at this. So only one, let's actually count how many counties actually had an increase in home sales compared to 1 month ago. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 out of the 51 counties had an increase in month-to-month home sales. So how in the world do we have a 3.4% increase in home sales compared to 1 month ago? I'll email the California Association of Realtors about this, and I'll let you guys know. In any case, let's move on to this report here. So the Los Angeles metro area experienced a decrease of home prices compared to 1 month ago by 2.8%. That was the biggest drop compared to all the major regions in California, whereas the Central Coast had just the opposite, a 2.3% gain compared to December 2021. The Central Valley had the biggest price gains compared to 1 year ago of 17.5%. The far north was the only region in California, or the only major region in California, that had an increase in home sales compared to 1 year ago. And in stark contrast, the San Francisco Bay Area had a drop of 22.3% compared to 1 year ago. And the median sold price was $1.2 million compared to the far north, only $380,000. So let's have a look at all the counties within the San Francisco Bay Area. I mean, look at these median sold prices, absolutely insane. San Mateo reaching $2 million. That was the median sold price in January 2022. San Francisco, 1.6 million. Santa Clara, 1.7 million. But have a look at San Francisco here. Prices decreased 3.6%. Prices decreased 2.5% compared to 1 year ago. However, 11.4% increase in home sales. So maybe they have an increase of housing inventory, which is causing home sales to increase, but homes are not selling for as much as they have compared to 1 year ago, and also compared to 1 month ago. In stark contrast, San Mateo had a 24% increase in prices compared to 1 year ago, as well as Santa Clara as well. So a big difference when you look at all the counties here in the San Francisco Bay Area. The only county that had a decrease in prices compared to 1 year ago was San Francisco. All the other counties had an increase in prices compared to 1 year ago. And again, look at sales compared to 1 month ago, compared to December, all down over 38% or 33%. So I don't understand how we have an increase in month-to-month home sales of 3.4%. Doesn't make any sense to me, but we'll see what they have to say about that. Southern California, Orange County led the pack again with the highest median sold price of just under 1.2 million. That's a 23% increase compared to 1 month ago. And then San Diego had a 19% increase. A lot of people ask me about San Diego. So San Diego median sold price $875,000 compared to $730,000 compared to January 2021. Again, almost a 20% increase. All right, so moving on to the Central Coast, have a look at this. Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara's home prices decreased 0.8% compared to a year ago, but in San Luis Obispo, they increased by 22%. So it just goes to show how every housing market's different across the nation, but also in California as well. Some very, very big differences here. In the Central Valley, which is, again, I'm a real estate agent in Sacramento, Glenn County had an increase of home prices by 34%. Merced had an increase by 26%. And in Sacramento, we had an increase of 16.4%. Right now, our median sold price in Sacramento is $524,000 compared to $450,000 1 year ago. And that's, again, a gain of 16%. However, look at all these sales decreases compared to 1 month ago. 30% decrease. The only actually, all of these counties within the Central Valley had a decrease in home sales compared to December 2021. At the bottom of the pack, though, with the least amount of home sales was Merced. But the highest decrease was San Benito with a 46.3% decrease compared to December 2021. All right, let's have a look at the far north. So Plumas County, which is a county about an hour north of Sacramento, the median sold price in January was $460. But have a look at that. 1 year ago, $315,000. That's an increase of 46% in 1 year. Absolutely insane. Doesn't make any sense. It's absolutely crazy. I'm guessing maybe they had some sales of luxury properties that sold in January, causing that to increase greatly compared to 1 year ago. If anyone lives in Plumas County, let us know what's going on, because that's a big increase. Also in Tehama as well, a 44% gain in 1 year. All right, let's have a look at some other counties as well. Amador County, which is about 45 minutes away from Sacramento, median sold price $400,000. Prices only increased by 3.6%. When you compare that to Calaveras County, a 17.3% gain in just 1 year, whereas Mono County decreased by 14.6%. Sutter also had the biggest increase in this category here of almost 19%, whereas Yuba County was one of the few counties that actually had an increase in home sales compared to 1 month ago. So before we wrap up this video, I kind of want to share some stats about what is going on with housing inventory, because when we look at these numbers for home sales compared to 1 month ago, they absolutely tanked. So I want to see what's really going on here. Is this a factor of home buyer demand decreasing, or is there more to this story here? So here's one theory I have, and this is because housing inventory is very, very low. So it's hard to sell more houses when we have a lack of houses for sale compared to the previous months, and also compared to 1 year ago. So have a look at this. This is the month supply of housing inventory in California. In January 2021, 2 months. In January 2022, it decreased to 1.8 months. This basically means is that all the houses listed for sale in January at the current sales pace in January would be sold in 1.8 months, assuming no new listings were to hit the market. So in order to have a more balanced real estate market, we need this figure to be in the range of 4 to 6 months, not 1.8 months. So we have a long ways to go to have a balanced real estate market, let alone a market that's more favorable to our home buyers. So have a look at this. So in December 2020, we reached all-time record lows for housing supply. It was at 0.8 months. It increased slightly through the spring and summer months of 2021. But then have a look at this. This has been decreasing. Now we're very close to record low levels of housing inventory. So hard to have an increase of sales when we have a decrease of inventory. So one reason why inventory is so low, of course, is home sales are increasing on a month or on a year-to-year basis, but we're not seeing as many active listings that are hitting the market. So here's the number of active listings by month over the past few years. So in January 2022, we reached very low levels we have not seen since the previous month in December of 2021. So have a look at 2019. In 2019, other than December and November, every single month was over 40,000 active listings. This is another word for housing supply or total housing inventory, the number of houses available for sale by month. In 2018, almost every single month, we're also above over 40,000. Now we're below 20,000. And when you have a look at this too, here's a number of new listings that are hitting the market for existing single-family houses, meaning not new houses. This excludes new houses. So new listings on a month-to-month basis. Have a look at this. This is the percent change in new listings compared to 1 year ago. And have a look at this because every single month for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, the number of new listings compared to 1 year ago has been decreasing. On top of this, the last 5 months, inventory has decreased by over 10% compared to 1 year ago. So the number of new listings for January was about 14,000. But when you compare that to last year, 16,000, in the last 3 years as well, 2019, we had just under 20,000. And in 2018, just over 22,000 new listings hit the market, far less than the 14,000 that we had in January 2022. So what are your biggest takeaways from today's video, and what are you seeing in your neck of the woods? Comment below. Also, if you got any value out of this video whatsoever, then please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. And also consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.